delicious, simple, the best pastries for the whole family. A lush charlotte with apples will appeal to you from the first time. She has one secret that makes her very airy, gentle, tall. It will take no more than 10 minutes to cut the fruit and knead the dough. The rest of the time the pie will be baked in the oven. How to bake a lush apple charlotte. Easy as pie. First, prepare the necessary ingredients. You can take apples of the same variety or different. The main thing is that they themselves are delicious, fragrant and juicy. Take large, selected eggs. If the eggs are small, it is better to take one more. Read about the subtleties of making a fluffy sponge cake and about the work of different ovens in separate articles at the end of the recipe. Beat the eggs with a mixer until a light foam appears. Then gradually add sugar in small portions and continue whipping until a fluffy mass is obtained for 3 to 5 minutes. To check how the eggs are beaten, draw a line along the mass with a spatula. If the trace lasts 1 to 2 seconds, then the eggs are beaten to the desired consistency. If the trace disappears instantly, you need to continue whipping. At the same time, it is important not to overdo the eggs. There should be small bubbles on the surface. Sift the flour with baking powder into a separate bowl. Flour must be sifted necessarily so it is saturated with oxygen and the dough acquires airiness. If there is time, it is even better to sift the flour twice. Continuing to beat the eggs now at low speeds, add the sifted flour to the dough in parts. Flour may need less or more. Read about flour in the article at the end of the recipe. If you beat at high speeds, the dough can settle heavily and lose airiness, because the longer the eggs are beaten, the denser they become, and oxygen leaves the mass. You can also use a spatula, but the mixer will still mix the dough better and more evenly. The dough should turn out like thick sour cream. But at the same time, air bubbles should remain in it, although not in the same amount as before the addition of flour. Wash the apples, peel them, remove the core and cut into medium pieces. I didn't peel the peel because it's thin in my apples and I have nothing against the peel. Pour the prepared apples into the dough and gently mix everything with a spatula. Cover the form at 20 to 22 centimeters with parchment and lubricate the bottom but not the walls. Butter. Put the dough into the mold and smooth it out. If desired, sprinkle the dough evenly with a thin layer of sugar on top. I didn't do it, the dough was already sweet. Bake the charlotte in a preheated 180 degrees C oven for about 40 to 50 minutes. Do not open the oven door for the first 25 minutes, otherwise the cake will settle. Check readiness with a wooden skewer, it should come out dry. Remove the finished charlotte from the mold, cool slightly and serve to the table, cut into portions. Enjoy your meal.